What's up, y'all? In this video, I'm going to be sharing my experience with Asli Tarcan. It's a hair transplant clinic in Turkey. I went there about 11 months ago. I got a hair transplant done, and I just wanted to share my experience, share what my results look like, and basically my point, the whole purpose of doing this video is just to tell you guys, don't go there. I don't recommend going there. There's a whole bunch of good clinics in Turkey, but I don't recommend anybody to go to Asli Tarcan, and I'm going to be explaining why, right? So this is what the back of my head looked like right here, right? They overharvested me. They left me with a huge bald spot, right? A huge bald spot. It's also very apparent where they took out hair outside of that. So when my hair grows back any certain amount, it just looks real terrible, right? I could maybe get away with doing a fade, but there's a whole bunch of scarring right here in the center of my head, so it just looks bad, right? So that's like my main issue with these people, and this is where I started. When I started sending them pictures and started looking into getting a transplant and doing my research, right? This is where I started. So my hairline was originally on top of this black beauty mark. That's where I wanted my hairline to be brought back to, right? And what they actually ended up doing was bringing me down to like below it a little bit, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that, right? But let me see if I can pull the pictures up. So this is me after the transplant right here. It's just all angles. So you can see they done my temples, which was not necessary. I already had hair in my temples. I feel like they wasted a whole lot of grafts doing my temples. I'm not sure why they did my temples, because I never asked them to do my temples. I went there. I told them, bring my hairline down to here. They brought it down lower, and they did my temples. I have no idea why. You know? Like, when they were drawing the lines, I didn't know what they were doing when they were drawing the lines, right? So they drew these lines, and I didn't know that they'll be implanted hair inside the area that they drew lines. And that's how my temples ended up being done. But yeah, I already had hair in my temples. It wasn't necessary, and they wasted a whole lot of grass right there, right? Also, you can see that they implanted the hair in rows, right? So it's not recommended to implant hairs in rows because it doesn't look natural. So if you could see right here, I'm showing what my temples look like. This is me at 11 months, by the way, right? So you can see that the hair is implanted in rows, and you can see that there's a whole bunch of dots, right? So my temples doesn't look normal. My hairline is crooked, and the reason it's crooked is because they don't use any tools or equipment to draw your hairline. They're freehanding it, and it took me probably 30 minutes trying to get my hairline to look straight, and I'm taking pictures and I'm showing it to them. It's like no matter what I do, they're not seeing that my hairline is not straight. So I ended up settling. They showed me what it looked like in a mirror, and I'm like, this looks fine, right? But when you take a picture, this is how it looks. It just looks real crooked, right? Just look real lean. Look like they should have just brought this side up or put more hair right here, and it'll be fine, right? And the reason this is a problem is because you can't line it up like natural hair. Because if you zoom in, you can see, all right, let's say the barber shaves away right here to make it even with this side. There's no hair beyond there. It doesn't, like, you can't line it up. So take right here, for example, right? Let's say you shave away this line right here. There's no hair in the space between it right here. So your barber can't create a straight line. The density is not like natural hair, right? Now 3,000 grafts, right? They said they took 3,000 grafts. Now I spoke to some other clinics afterwards, and they told me this job should have only took 1,600 grafts. So they took way more grafts than they needed, if that's what they needed, because the back of my head looked like they took way more than 3,000 grafts. And I'm gonna show you guys the back of my head in a minute. This is my results right here at 11 months. You can see that there's no density, right? It's the same thing on the other side, but there's density on the line, right? There's no density in between. no matter how long I grow my hair, there's just a space right there. And I also have other pictures. So this is how it looks. Like if my hair stays how it naturally is, real curly, this is how it looks. But if I brush my hair forward, it would look like this. It would look like it's filled in more. But, naturally, without me doing anything, it just looks like this. Hair on the hairline, hair right here, but no hair right here. Right? So, yeah, man, just do your research, man. This is me at Asli Tarcan. This is them implanting the hair. Right here, some of my red flags with the clinic. So, asking for cash. They want you to pay for cash, bro. Why you think they want y'all to pay for cash, huh? The guy on WhatsApp that I was talking to was telling me to bring cash because high credit card fees or whatever. But really, what it seemed like the issue is they're getting hit with a lot of chargebacks. The people are going to them. People are unhappy with the results. And as a result, they're filing chargebacks with their bank, right? Reason why I feel like this is the issue is because every time you go in there to pay for something with your card, they take your passport and they scan it alongside your ID, right? That way they could content the disputes, right? Another issue I had was they were asking me to leave a review as soon as I left. So as soon as while I'm at the clinic, they're asking me to leave a review. This is October 13th. I got the surgery done at the beginning of October, right? So this is October 13th, like 2 weeks after they're asking me to leave a review. Why are you asking me to leave a review if I haven't gotten my results, right? So that means a lot of the reviews on their Google Trustpilot is premature. People just leaving reviews because they asked them to and forgetting to update it, right? All right, so when I first started having issues on WhatsApp, right, and I contacted them, they didn't answer me at all. Just left me on red and then stopped answering me. But you can see how my donor looks terrible. And that's what I was contacting them about. And they took no responsibility for overharvesting my donor. They said my donor is not overharvested. They said my donor is fine. And then they told me I should get S&P. If you're getting a surgery like this, you shouldn't need S&P. I don't want to get my head tattooed. If I wanted to get my head tattooed, I would have went and got S&P in the beginning, So that's what the guy told me. I should get S&P. They don't offer any refund. They don't offer to pay for the S&P because they messed up. Nothing. So, just do your research, people. There's a whole bunch of better clinics out there. There's no other clinic that you go out there to and you will see as much negative things as you see with Asli Tarcan. You go on YouTube and you search Asli Tarcan, you see a whole bunch of people sharing their experience. You probably seen a whole bunch of people with good experience, right? Because it seems what's happening is that Asli Tarcan is actually paying people with negative videos to take them down, right? So this channel right here actually has a whole bunch of compilated videos of people experience, right? So people just with bad experience, even people out there that say they have good experience, you could see the flaws in their transplant, right? If you're paying for a transplant and you're getting a certain amount of graft, it should look a certain type of way, right? Even if it looks okay, 1,300 graft, 1,600, 3,000 should look a certain type of way, right? And that's not what's being given to people. Like, this right here is not the result of 3,000 grafts. This is not how 3,000 grafts could look. Even if it looks presentable, even if I could brush my hair and it looks like this, or I could get my hair longer and make it look darker, it's not supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look as dense as right here, 3,000 grafts, right? So that's a problem. But you go on YouTube and you search and you probably only seen a whole bunch of decent results. You don't see too many bad results. When you go on YouTube and search, if you add some keywords like botch, then you might start seeing some stuff. If you add words like overharvested, then you might see some stuff. But it's not too many bad reviews on YouTube. And that's one of the reasons why I ended up going to these people, right? I'm going on YouTube. I'm seeing so many people go to them. I'm seeing so many people with decent results. The bad results, I'm looking at it like I could probably fix that with a fade, but you can't. You can't fix it with a fade, because this is what a fade look like. When it start growing back, this is what it look like. After a week or two, this is what it look like. And let me actually show you guys an actual fade, because I do have a fade haircut in here at like 6 months when I got my first cut. Let me see if I can find that. I think, what is this? Is it this one? So this is me with a fade, right? So you can see whole bunch of scar right there, whole bunch of missing hair. Like the density is real bad. They didn't evenly space out where they took the grafts, and that's the problem, right? Because when they don't evenly space out where they take the graft, what happens is they kill the surrounding graft. Like, let's say they take a graft from here and then take one from right here. They might kill, or let's say they take one from here and not take one from here. They might kill this one because it's so close. You know what I mean? So they don't space out the graft, and it just looks like this hair is right here is dead. This whole area is dead. You know what I mean? So reason why I say that is, like, look at this. This is the back of my head, bro. Like, this whole area right here, dead. So yeah, just do your research, people. Like, I'm not the only one experiencing this. There's a whole bunch of people experiencing this right here. You could go on Google, search Asli Tarcan Reddit, and you will see this Reddit pop up, right, where people basically share their experience with their hair transplant. You could upload your picture. There's 44,000 members on it. You know, I'm not sponsored to promote this Reddit or anything. I'm not promoting any specific clinic or anything. There's 44,000 members on there. You could create a Reddit account. You could submit a picture. You see this guy submitting a picture, and people would just give you recommendation in the comments. They'll tell you, get on medication. You see, get on medication. You get on medication, you might not need a transplant. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you stuff like that. Like, it's not all about promoting any specific clinic or anything. If you black and you post something, they'll say, go to this clinic. Don't go to that clinic. If you say you're going to Asli Tarcan, they'll tell you, do not go to Asli Tarcan. And you know what's crazy? When I was looking into getting a transplant, I was actually doing my research, right? And I came across this video right here. And they keep taking this guy video down, but this the video I seen right here, right? And even though I seen this video, I went and I got my transplant, because I'm looking at this guy's video and I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, this probably the worst one I've seen, and it's not that bad, but it's bad. Like, when you see it in person, I don't think he did a good job of showing how bad it was. You know what I'm saying, in this video, because I'm looking at his video and I'm looking like this right here. I'm looking at this and I'm like, he needs to just brush his hair. Worst case scenario, you got, they do this and you get a fade. But, if he actually took some better pictures, then people could actually see, like, what's really happening. Like, I showed you what my hair look like with a fade. Let me try to pull it up again. This is probably recent after the surgery, but let me try to. This is what my hair look like with a fade, man. But there's still some redness right here, so let me try to get another pic. So this me with a fade. This pretty much what I look like at this point right now, 11 months. You can see the indentation from where they started taking out hair. There's a whole bunch of small scars. There's bald spots. I tried doing this to, fix the scar, putting like scar tape on there to make it heal up, but nothing really worked. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. This is actually my post. This is my post right here, uploading my pictures, showing how my donor look. And overharvester, bro. Let me guess, they took 5,000, because that's the thing with Asli Tarcan. They don't take less than 5,000. I don't know how much they took from my hair. Hopefully, it's not 5,000, but I actually spoke to a couple other clinics. I'm looking for a couple other, I contacted a couple other clinics, sent my pictures, and they said they overharvested me. It looked like they took way more than 3,000 grafts, bro. So I don't know what happened to the grafts, because it clearly wasn't put into my head, given how dense my hair looks, right? This is how my hair looks, remember? So yeah, man, just don't go to Asli Tarcan, man. This video is kind of like a rant, bro. This is my website right here. You could check it out if you want to. If you want to read everything. If you want pictures, just ask me. Give y'all some pictures. But yeah, man, don't go to Asli Tarcan.